Hi, welcome to Quickies. I'm here again because Eric doesn't want to swap me spots yet.
Katie and I swap spots.
Katie and Cozy swap spots.
Blah,
Swap
blah, blah.
spots. God, I can't talk. We're getting spiritual this episode.
Ooh, fun.
I don't have any questions, so man behind the camera, man in the moon. Ask a
Man
question.
on the silver mountain.
Scariest experience you guys have ever had?
I died.
Scary. I haven't had I have friends that have had paranormal experiences. I've never actually had one. I get more of the sense of the energy, but I've never seen a ghost. I've never.
Oh shit, I see.
But
shit
I feel the presence
all the time.
I feel the presence, the way it makes me feel, but I've never actually.
I get the vibes. I get the
vibes.
The sights. I get everything. Scariest experience happened to me one time. I was with an ex back when I was in middle school, and we went to a park down by where my grandparents used to live. And there were literally ancient old spirits just haunting us from the fucking trees. They followed us all the way down because the trees lined the one side of the street. And we walked back to this house on this country road. And they followed us the entire fucking way. And they, I could hear them talking in the trees. I mean, they were very much
for the trees.
demonic.
When you're a very spiritual person, I can't even watch horror movies that are the more paranormal. Because they actually freak me out.
Like the
They actually
paranormal
scare me.
activities ones.
Yes.
I don't like being in those situations, even though I know they're simulated. They sometimes still get me, but
Yeah.
when I'm in that situation, it's a whole different thing. I'll get so freaked out by it.
Yeah.
I still get chills thinking about it to this day.
I'm really big on when I get those feelings, it's a really negative energy. I protect myself. I do things to
yeah, that's what I
bubble.
was doing the whole way. I was like,
oh my God, I'm such a liar. I'm a liar.
That girl's a liar.
I did. Wait, what?
I said that girl's a liar, so that was a liar.
It threw me
That
off.
girl's a liar.
We stayed in this house one time. This was back. I was
1942.
I didn't have Talon yet, so it was probably
Talon's her son, by the way, not a bird.
yeah. It's my kid. We stayed in this house off of 202 on Studebaker Road, and it was my friend's uncle's girlfriend or whatever. And
Friends, uncles, baby daddies,
and
goldfish.
it was really, really haunted. She only lived on the main level. The upstairs had no electricity. It literally looked like it was run down by rats and mice and
Damn.
things up
Yikes.
there. The older houses, they have the door at the end of the stairs.
Yeah.
The door stayed locked all the time because it just wasn't even livable up there. And there was a lot of different rumors. So I don't know exactly what happened there, but there was one rumor where it was the dad of this whole family killed everybody, kind of Amityville
Jeez.
sounding kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's true. We found their old Bibles, and the dad's Bible, we opened it up, and all the pages that were marked, they were had all these things to do with the devil.
Mm-hmm.
We kept finding these random nylon tied nooses just randomly
Jeez.
in random places. There was a summer kitchen kind of thing
Uh-huh.
that went off, and she said since she moved into that house, because it was they rented the house out, and then the fields they would rent to farmers.
Yeah.
And but she said that ever since she moved in there, she could not get that door open. And they would not I already went through the process of looking back on it now. Did they lie to us? Were they just
Yeah.
trying to freak us
Yeah.
out? And they really fucking weren't. This shit was the spookiest. We stayed the night there. We were out by the fire, and the upstairs that has no electricity on, the lights just kept flickering. And we were her Uncle Ed, we were he's in there, he's just fucking with us. And then he comes out of the barn. He wasn't even inside. And we're
Dang.
she's it happens all the time. There's no actual electricity, but it still comes on. So we went
That's
inside,
weird.
and they opened the door and let us go upstairs. The little boys' room, this whole place is just ransacked. The walls have holes all through them. You can see right through the. Oh, I thought you were gonna grab my leg. I was right now.
Trying to comfort you.
First, they're there.
But the little boys' room had one random little T-shirt, or not T-shirt, it looks like something that you would put your kid in for picture day,
Yeah.
just hanging in the fucking closet.
Damn.
Just one little, and it was a nice shirt. It didn't look old. It was just so random.
someone, just
it
put
just
it there?
why was it there? Yeah, it was just weird. And then we ended up going in the basement, and which was creepy. We found all their Bibles, the nooses, the little summer kitchen on the outside that she said that the door wouldn't open. We literally moved some pots and pans and turned the doorknob and it opened right up. And she was like, "How did you get that open?" I'm like, "I literally just turned the doorknob."
Oh my God.
And there was like a what would have been their freezer box or whatever, with like filled to the top with cement. It was
That's
very strange.
creepy.
Someone's
So-
dead in there.
Someone's buried.
And I definitely felt the energies in that house, but I did not see anything. Unfortunately.
I see shit all the time. Like I'll constantly see stuff out of the corner of my eye, and I go to look, and I'm like, oh, that's just the demons.
Yeah.
Poking their little head in the corner of my eye.
I watched a really scary one on TikTok the other night.
No.
There was a lady that they're catching this lady come on their property, and it kept saying like, "Let me in." Did you see that one? I'm gonna have to send
No.
it to you. It's so creepy. It gave me the yeah.
You send it to Eric, and he'll send it to
Okay.
me. I don't think you have me on any of the socials except Facebook, maybe. But
Oh, okay. I'll have
We'll
to.
fix that.
We'll fix
Cozy,
that.
you got a spooky.
The only thing that I'm aware of is I don't know if this was after my dad passed or not. I don't think so. But there was a time I was playing guitar in my room. I had turned everything off, like set my guitar down like on its stand, amp turned off, everything. I was the only one home too. And I went downstairs. I don't remember for what. I can't, but as I was downstairs, I heard the guitar fall and the amp turned back on, and like just my guitar obviously fell, so it was blasting and had like a very eerie feedback, like not a normal like guitar feedback either. It was very weird, and I came up and like my guitar was like on the other side of the room. I still had it plugged in, but it was up near the amp now. Like I didn't lean it up against the amp. Like I put it on a stand, and it was in front of it, completely toppled over, amp turned on, full volume, and I was like, okay,
It's creepy.
I'm putting it in its
Time to
case
go.
and unplugging the amp.
And now I'm evacuating my home. You
Yep,
can have
and
it.
I was the only one here. Like this might have been. I think my dad was still around because I don't know why Zoe wouldn't have been here. My sister, for context, but yeah. So the fact that I didn't stop playing guitar there is kind of funny. Like it's like sure, I just don't want off. Actually,
No
it's that red guitar that's sitting back there in the corner is
can see
is
it,
the
kind
guitar that I was. So yeah, I didn't. No, that's the one that's signed by Orianthi. But you know, my dad was still around because I stopped playing my guitar well before he passed away. But yeah, it was really weird. I don't know what happened, but I don't really play that guitar anymore, and now it's probably a good thing I don't. So
The demons.
the demons.
Next question.
Okay. Most relatable dream that you've had that like relates to your life in a scary way.
in a scary way.
Oh, I don't have a dream that like I relate to that happens in a scary way. I just get chronic deja vu all the time.
Oh, me too.
Like
yes.
I constantly like I'll have
Same.
dreams and then like 2 days later it'll happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Are those premonitions though?
I don't know.
Premonition.
I've always like been told like maybe
Another
they're
P
just
word.
like this moment in life is your 7 minutes that like the 7 seconds that you see your life being replayed all the time, and like gives me chills every time
Yeah.
it fucking happens.
Yeah.
See, you've talked about your psychic ability, and the more that you've talked to me about it, like there's been a number, and I haven't. It's funny enough, I haven't said this to you yet, so it's kind of funny. But there's been a number of times where, like, kind of like the deja vu thing, where I will see things like right before it happens. Like I could give you like 10 examples off the top of my head. So I like when you were talking about the whole psychic thing, I was like, maybe I should talk to her a little bit more about this. 'Cause,
I
like,
mean, I consider myself like a baby psychic, because I'm still like learning. As you know, like you just have experiences.
yeah.
But like I do Reiki, and then so that's more of like a tool. But since I learned Reiki, it's like heightened like psychic abilities. So like I don't know everything, and I don't know how to like use it
Yeah.
to its
To a T.
you know like to its full capacity. But it's if you're open, it just comes to you. If like you're
Bouncing off of that, when I was in middle school, I learned how to clean the energy from stones.
yeah.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know if I
cool.
can still do it or not, but like I used to, like I had one that I got from the Bruckner Nature Center that was in the shape of a squirrel, and I would
What?
sit there and rub that thing and clean the energy from it all.
Hoping a
the
Yeah.
genie would pop out of it.
Probably like, give me my $1 million. But
Yeah,
like, I
$1 million
used to
and
clean energies from
acorns.
stones.
But it's like I don't I think what I struggled with in the beginning of like learning things is like when I do something, like I critique myself the worst. So like I want to do the best that I possibly can. And I had to like, it took me forever to to engrave that in me. Because I'm like, I just feel like I'm not doing it right. And she's like, it's your intention. It's the intention behind it that feeds the energy. So it's like, if you're like thinking about how well you're doing it, then you're just really overthinking it and you're not,
Kind of raspy. I'm coming off of allergy season.
It's Ohio. There's pollen in the air.
Cutting it?
No, I don't want to cut it. I want to talk for this
I'm gonna
is
keep talking.
super
We're gonna
long
have to
quickies edition.
rename this to like a little bit quicker, or like
Quickies.
not as
20
quick.
minutes or more.
Not as quick.
It's still interesting stuff. I mean, anyways. So this brings the end to this episode. So like and subscribe. Share us your weird spiritual or ghost stories or demon
we can always
entities.
like come back to these
Yeah.
and like add on to them.
I'm
Yeah.
fascinated by other people's stories, so I'll
Me
sit
too.
and listen to your stories.
The whole
all
rabbit
fucking
hole,
day.
going down the
Yes.
rabbit holes. Anyways, like and subscribe, share, and
I might not be in the next
tell your
episode,
mom
so.
you love her.
I love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.